When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. So Nebraska's offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Teams are always trying to find a way to establish momentum early. I don't know if you could do it better than that, though, David. Opening play of the game, you hand it off, he takes it the distance to score a touchdown.
And who says you have to pass the football to create big plays on the ground? Simple play, execution great. Talk about setting the tone for a football game. Consider the message delivered for this offense.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He's going to take off. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket.
What a play by...
Wide open spaces. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive.
Max going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Bob. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Love. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has to move the chains. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Right back to the well. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
How in the world did he miss that? Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but
and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. And the Huskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's caught. It's Key. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pauly. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Pauly. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Pauly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Huskers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to score. Football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It has been a huge struggle so far for this guy. He just hasn't been able to get into any type of rhythm. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. And there he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Cricket.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. They put on the heat and they blocked it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Quick release by the QB. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. Wants to bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Got room to work. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time he
unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Extending the play. He's loose. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Now adjusting. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw?
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the field goal unit is on the field. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of want...
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick pass on the fly motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
He's going for the big play. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he shanks another extra point. This is not a day he'll put on the resume reel. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Pauling. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.